Hey, this is Florian, Online Tennis Instruction. I have done hundreds of serve video reviews in the last 2 years, and the more I look at these video reviews, the more I see the same problems over and over. Therefore, I think it's important to show you some of these common problems and how to avoid them. One of the most common problems that I see over and over is taking the racket arm up too early. This results in a stop in your motion and you will lose a lot of power with this problem. Let's take a look at my student Kamiya here, who sent me a video to review and who suffers from this problem of taking the racket arm up too early. Have a look at his serve in regular speed, and now let's take a look in slow motion. He takes his arms down together and now up together, which is a common teaching tip that often results in this problem. What we see here is that at the time that he releases the ball out of his tossing arm or hand, his racket arm is already above shoulder level, and that's simply too high. From here, he will have to stop with his hitting arm, or at least slow down significantly in the trophy pose to wait for the toss to come down. And if you do that, you will not be able to fully accelerate your hitting arm to contact. As you can see now, the ball goes up and the arm gets to this position, which is often called the trophy pose, and here he has to pause. Great servers don't pause in the trophy pose, they simply move through this position as the racket moves right to left over their head. As a result, Kamiya loses a lot of racket head speed and the serve just does not have enough power. Let's look at one more example of the same problem. This is Rebecca, a high-level junior player who has the same problem. Here's her serve in regular speed, and now let's look at the slow motion. Rebecca also takes the arms down together and now up together. But here comes the critical part. At the time that she releases the ball out of the tossing arm, the hitting arm is already above shoulder level. I don't know any great server in the world who has the hitting arm this high at this time of the service motion. As we continue here, the ball goes up and now she gets into this position, which is often called the trophy pose. The arm is up very high and she really has to wait here for the ball to come down. As a result, she also loses a lot of racket head speed on her serve. Now let me show you what it should look like, and I'm going to let it run through once here so you can take a look yourself. Let me show you the key positions here. Right now, as I release the ball out of the tossing hand, my hitting arm is still way below shoulder level, and as you can see, the racket is down relatively low. Now, this is of course not an exact guideline. This position can vary, but the arm cannot be too high at this point. Now the motion continues and the hitting arm ends up here, which is often called the trophy pose. But this is not a position that I stop in, I simply move through this position. Take a look at that key aspect again. Now I also want to show you a left-handed player here. This is my student Sonia Larsen. She was the 2012 German under-18 national champion and has an excellent serve. Let's look at the slow motion. Sonia's arms do go down together here, but the tossing arm goes up before the hitting arm. So right now you can see that as she releases the ball from the tossing arm, the hitting arm is still significantly below shoulder level. Sonia now moves through that trophy pose instead of stopping in the trophy pose, and therefore she has a fluid motion and can hit with a lot of power. Do you struggle to get enough power on your own serve? In my latest serve training program, I reveal the most common problems club-level players like yourself have on the serve and how you can fix them. It really all comes down to two key serve power movements that you have to master in order to serve with a lot of power. To find out more about these two key serve power moves, click inside this video right now.